Hey, welcome back to Interview with a Friend. As always, I'm your host, Paul Coleman. Today, brought you guys another guest. Let him introduce himself.
My name is Lauris Anderson. That's my name.
Now you guys know. All right, Lauris. So let's see this. Let's say I've known you for a year. Let's say I've known about him for about a year. When I first got here, we met at a gathering, maybe in January timeframe, through a mutual friend. And just recently, we're talking about January, February time frame, and just recently we've crossed paths again.
Yeah.
All right? So, glad you're here.
Happy to be here.
Let's talk about Kuwait. So, you're here for work.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a personal trainer. In-home personal trainer.
Oh, an in-home personal trainer. All right, so do you travel with equipment, or you teach people how to do stuff like without equipment?
Both. I have some equipment. I have a couple kettlebells, I have dumbbells, some resistance bands, TRX. That's about it. So yeah, some clients have equipment, so we just use that too.
Wait, so how does that work if you're like traveling in-home personal trainer? You hand out business cards at gyms? Like how do you get your clientele?
Good question. So as of now, it's based purely on referral. But
Okay.
When I first came to Kuwait, I worked with a company that did the in-home training. And when I decided not to renew my contract, everything was good with the company. When I left, my clients decided to come with me. The company was
there you
understanding
go.
with that. And so yeah, that's how I started my first client base. And then from there on, it's just been referrals.
That makes sense though, if you're good at doing what you're doing and stuff, and your clients like you, they're gonna stick with you. All right, man. So where are you from?
I'm Canadian. My mother's from Jamaica, my father's from Guyana, but I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Born and raised.
Pretty much, yeah. I was born in Calgary actually, which is in more central Toronto, where it gets to minus 50 at night.
Yeah.
And it's the prairies. I don't know what black people were doing out in the prairies, but this is where they met. And then we moved over to Toronto for work and whatnot.
All right. So you said your dad was Jamaican, or your mom?
My mother.
Your mother? What was she doing all the way up in Canada?
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
My father's from Guyana, which is South America, so
Yeah.
the same thing.
They work, right? Hey, sometimes work bring people together.
Right?
All right. So you come from a big family, small family?
Extended family is big, but it's relatively small. My family's spread out throughout the world, so I don't really get to see too much of them.
All right, let's just talk about intermediate family. Mom, dad, brothers, sisters.
Yep.
All right, good.
Brother, sister.
You oldest?
Yep.
You're the oldest?
Yep.
It's always the oldest one, man. I got him.
Get to make all the mistakes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and all the younger ones get to learn from it. That's how it works. All right, man. Let's talk about some of your hobbies. What do you do out here in Kuwait for fun? We know out here in Kuwait, as you guys know, you've been watching this show, there's no bars, there's no nightlife, there's no alcohol, there's no drinking. So what do you do for fun here?
So I'm an extroverted introvert, so I usually like to just keep to myself, to be honest. I'll watch TV series, podcasts, video games, but I really like going to the gym, so I do that. That's relatively it. Visit friends, go to different restaurants.
All right, you said video games, so now I gotta ask you, you a PlayStation or an Xbox?
PlayStation.
There you go. Hey, let's see that PlayStation team, baby. Team PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
All right, what games you playing right now? What's in your system right now?
Tekken 7. Probably hasn't come out in the last little while.
All
A
right.
little while, meaning 6 months.
You said Tekken 7. That's what I'm playing right now.
Straight trying to kill people online. So if y'all see me online, Nitro_9000. If you think you're hard, come get at me.
Challenge accepted.
Anybody.
Challenge accepted. I'll be on there later.
Okay, alright.
We'll catch up. We'll see what kind of skills you got.
I know you play Tekken, bro. You sure?
Oh yeah, man.
So I don't have to hold back, then?
Don't have to hold back. No.
Yo, you're gonna regret that, my friend.
All right, so let's get into. You said movies. What's the last TV show series that you watched?
To completion or just whatever I'm watching currently?
Yeah. What's the last one you completed?
Oh, shoot, man. Maybe Game of Thrones. I watch anime too, so I'm a big nerd. Oh, let's see. I guess the new Star Trek series.
Oh, I haven't started it yet.
Yeah, I'm a big nerd, so I love all that stuff.
What did you say? Anime. What's some of your animes that you watch? Name. Give me 3 of your favorite ones.
Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, and maybe My Hero Academia.
Oh, isn't that fairly new?
Yeah.
That was fairly new. Alright, so we talked about some of your animes. Have you seen Sword Art Online?
I've heard about that, but I haven't
You
seen
gotta
it yet.
watch that series. The first one was the bomb. The second one, yeah. Third one, they came out with a little movie clip one. It wasn't too bad. Still the first one was the best. So if you get a chance, you should watch that one.
Have you seen Death Note?
Death Note, I have.
That one's sick too, man.
Did you watch the Netflix live version one?
Unfortunately, I did. Don't do it, people.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
not a good review. Oh, speaking of Netflix, have you seen Erased?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch the anime Erased on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. You guys gotta see that one. It actually is pretty damn good.
What genre?
It's more like a mystery, murder mystery, but it's really good.
Yo, there's psychological stuff in some of those animes are really deep, man.
Oh yeah, right, for sure. All right, so movies. What's the last good movie you saw?
Venom.
You did go see Venom.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Got what I was expecting.
Yeah. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was really good for the way they portrayed Venom.
Yeah. The
I
internal
mean,
dialogue was nice.
correct. A lot of people complain that it was too dark and that would have been a better movie. But if you think about the Sony's movies from back when they had the Amazing Spider-Man series, Venom would have fit perfect right in there. Too bad they lost the rights to Spider-Man. Anyway, long story short, we'll move on. Look forward to seeing Spider-Man in the Avengers soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's not dead.
I ain't saying anything. I read the comics. I have an idea, so I'm not gonna say anything.
So you said you're kind of nerdy, man. So what's up with the comic book series, man? You what? Are you reading comic books now?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore?
Switched over to anime, and that was it.
I used to go to the comic book store like every Wednesday when the new issues came out.
Yup.
And then they came out with digital comics, and then it just kind of killed it. I got a collection of like this high of comic books, and then it was like, why go to the store now and I can just download and just watch it read it at home, right? Killed all the fun in that.
I dropped off before that.
He said I stopped reading way before that.
Yep.
All right, man. So talking about that. So you've been out here in Kuwait. How long have you been here in Kuwait? I didn't even ask you that.
Like 2.5 years now.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
So you've been out to the giant mall, avenues.
Yeah.
That place is ridiculously big for no reason. It really is.
It's good for cardio.
Yeah, exactly. You want your cardio, but let me just see all the stores. By the time you get done, you're like, yeah, that's enough stepping for today. I'm going home.
That's my 7,000 steps right there.
Right. Done for the day. All right. So personal trainer wise, right? Let's get into that. You're a professional. Any tips you'd like to give anybody who's trying to get into getting back in shape or working out?
Okay, so variety of tips for different reasons. First off, you haven't been working out for a while, thinking about getting back in, just go. The hardest step is the first one. What I tell people sometimes, just drive to the parking lot. It sounds silly as hell. Drive to the parking lot, try doing it every day for a week. By then, you'll have the habit of just going there. So the next time you go, you'll be like, all right, maybe I'll get out this time and I'll get in the gym. Just get started. Secondly, if you don't really have a clue what you're doing, get a trainer, people. Get a trainer. You don't have to get me, but just get a trainer. Because I started off without a trainer myself. Well, I never really got a trainer, but I learned through injuries, multiple injuries. Then I'd have to rehab myself back, and then injure again, and rehab myself back, and it's not worth it. Just get a trainer. You'd rather see a trainer than a chiropractor, if possible.
Oh my goodness.
Or a rehab specialist, yeah.
So sharing your experiences with others.
My experiences. Sorry.
No, I was saying, like you said, through your injuries and rehab, stuff like that.
Yes, that definitely made me a better trainer.
All right. So, was there any schooling for this? Did you go to any school? Do you have any certification, or is this something like you passionately just felt like you needed to do, and you did all the research yourself, and you really got into it?
All right. So, I can give you a story with kind of chronological order. or
We got all the time, and they want to hear. Let's do it.
All right. Okay. So I never ever wanted to go to the gym when I was younger. I thought it was a waste of time. I figured being able to defend yourself was more important than being big to intimidate people, because this was my mindset back then. I was really skinny, got picked on all the time. So I took martial arts for like 10 years. After that, I injured my back, just heavy lifting improperly. So kept going to the doctors and they kept giving me pills, and I didn't want pills. I wanted to fix the problem. So I decided to go to the gym and see if I could fix it muscularly instead of like with pharmaceuticals. And so that's when I was introduced to a few trainers that kind of taught me and explained things to me, showed me how to do the exercises once, and I'm pretty good with form from the martial arts, so I was able to do it and apply it, and I could feel the differences. Started researching a lot more, reading a lot more, watching lots of videos. Shout out to the Hodge twins. And, those guys helped me out a lot, whether they realize it or not. And then I decided to just do a course. It was actually a weekend course, but it was 24 hours squeezed into 3 days. So, and lots of studying, man, holy. They give you a grace period before doing the exam. It was quite difficult, but I was able to pass that. And from then, when I started getting clients, I noticed that they'd always have injuries or they couldn't move properly, and I could see they couldn't move properly, but I couldn't understand why. So then I went to do another certification for like corrective exercises and postural assessments and whatnot. So now I'm able to fix people and do like post-rehab stuff.
Wow, man, like you're really into it. Like you really done your research on this.
I had no choice. I just felt bad for people, and I wanted to give the best product I could, right? So
absolutely, man.
I did another course, certification for Olympic weightlifting. I did one for dancer assessment and rehabilitation, injury prevention, and just recently did one for Animal Flow by Mike Fitch. It's actually really awesome, man. It's basically body weight exercises, but with an element of yoga, capoeira, parkour. Anything basically with your body.
A little bit of everything in there.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
All right, man. So you're really into it when it comes to your profession out here in Kuwait, and that's great. We'll share his information, guys, because I know I have a lot of fans out here in Kuwait that watch the channel. So if you're looking to change your life and get back in the gym, he may be the one you want to call.
I can help you out, and if I can help you out, I can at least get you started.
Yeah. So one of the biggest questions that I get, especially when people see me in the gym working out and stuff, they always ask me this: what should they do first? And like, I don't really know, because I don't know, I never really thought about it like that, but they ask me this: when I go back to the gym, when I start working out again, should I start lifting first or should I do cardio first? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I do 2 cardio sessions a week. I don't know. I don't know what you should do first. But since you're here, I'm gonna ask you, since we're talking about it.
All right, so like, it depends on if they're talking about in the same workout, then I would say warm up with some cardio. But if they're thinking to get back into the groove, like meaning like do cardio for a couple of weeks and then start doing the weights, just if getting to the gym is difficult, just whatever is most enjoyable, do that. Otherwise, I would say start lifting. If you're trying to lose weight, lifting weights is the fastest way to lose weight. The slower way is cardio, and only cardio.
All right. There you go, guys. Do what's enjoyable just to get back into the flow of the gym, and then you can add on all types of stuff you want afterwards.
You got to build that habit first, and then you can fine tune it.
There you go. That makes sense. All right, man. You know how the show works, man. We've talked pretty much about what's going on with you. Now we got to get into the 5 random questions.
Nice.
Ready?
Down.
All right, man. I want to ask you the one I ask everybody. You guys think he knows?
I'm supposed to know that.
I don't know. You've probably seen the show. I don't know if you watched it or not. We'll find out. What color is a Oompa Loompa?
Shoot. Purple.
All righty then. All right.
You and I said that with like such conviction too.
No, purple.
Yo, I saw it like in my mind. The old school one, the Oompa Loompa.
Yo, yeah, so you've seen it then, but they're not purple. All right, man.
All right.
What color are the Skittles?
Are the Skittles?
Yep, Skittles, little bite-sized candies. What are the major colors of the Skittles? When you pour them in your hand,
Colors of the rainbow.
then what color are they?
And the rainbow, bro.
Okay, I give you an easier one.
Orange, red.
I'll give you an easy one. What color are M&Ms?
Alright, so I'm allergic to nuts, so I don't even eat M&Ms. But there's like brown ones, yellow ones, red ones. Jeez. orange, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Green.
Mm-hmm.
That should be it, no? Blue. Did I say blue already?
Blue, yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's all of them. All right, here we go. Would you rather have Starburst, Now or Laters, or Mambas?
You gotta forget, I'm Canadian, man, and we don't have all these fine treats.
What? Come on.
Bro, out of all of those, we only have Starburst, man.
He said,
That's
all I eat is Starburst, right?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You gotta have the Mambas, bro. Mambas.
Never heard of Mambas.
Oh, my goodness. All right, guys. One more question. This guy over here, like, Mambas. He ain't got no...
I apologize for my nationality.
Hey. Now Laters? Come on, man. Now Laters.
I've never heard of Now or Laters.
Mind blown, guys. Mind fucking blown.
Nowadays, that what, quantum physics? That was
Now Laters? All right, here we go. Okay, that's a good question for you. What do you think is the biggest stereotype for your profession when it comes to personal trainers? What do you think the biggest stereotype is when it comes to your profession? Or any negative views on personal trainers?
That like we're all jacked up on steroids, got veins coming out everywhere, and we're gonna make our clients go through that same stuff that we did to get them same kind of veins. like drill sergeant, crawling up hills, pushing cars and stuff like that, crying and stuff, and guys yelling in your ear. I think that's it. That's probably the worst connotation. The next would be like creepy, perverted, touchy-feely kind of guys.
Oh yeah, the ones that get the female clients and they're just trying to get on them and get with them. Man. I ain't gonna lie, I think half of them do that shit anyway. I ain't gonna lie, one of them, I do. When I see a personal trainer in there, especially when it's a male with a female, I'm always like, yeah, he's just trying to get at her, bro. You know, I'm sorry, that's what it is.
Bro, you know how many times I have people look at me in that way too, in the gym settings?
I bet, man. Sorry, man. Stereotype.
Doesn't happen, people. Doesn't happen. About 70% of my clientele are women. And to be able to do that out here speaks to my professionalism, you know what I mean? So, we're not all like that, but it does happen. I've seen it myself, but I ain't trying to move it like that.
Yeah. All right, man. So, Lauris, I appreciate you being here today, man. I appreciate you being on the show. I'm going to share his information, his contact information on, I don't know, which contact information do you want to share?
I guess we could go with Instagram's good, yeah.
All right. His Instagram will be posted after this, and then you guys can hit him up, and we'll go from there, guys.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You know what time it is.
Remember, holler at me if you're down for Tekken.
Yeah, don't forget. Get at him online, guys.
Bro, I can't find anyone online to play.
Oh, my goodness.
Come catch this beat down, yeah?
Oh, my goodness. We're going to give him his moment.
Hey, once again, my name is Lauris. Pleasure being here. Again, if you're looking for any kind of personal training advice, tips, tricks, hit me up. Check out my Instagram. I don't post that often, but I'll be more frequent now. I'll have some instructional videos and whatnot as well. I'm thinking of doing a series on like how to spot garbage trainers, because I do see a lot of garbage trainers. I hate to see that in my profession, but it does happen. The reason why you don't want to work with a garbage trainer is because you don't want to get injured, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Holla at you.